Hey, besties.
Hello. So this is our podcast. Oh, I remember that. Is the sign crooked? I feel like it's crooked from here. I don't know.
It's probably
But
crooked.
whatever. This is ghetto. It's the first one. So, yeah, podcast.
What's her
Um,
name?
I'm Brady Rickman.
Oh, we saying our full names?
My name is Brady Dennis Rickman. My social security number is 6125. I don't know. But
I'm Shayla. You don't have to know the rest of my name. That's my stage name, Shayla. Just
all
Shayla.
right.
Don't say it.
I don't even call you that.
Oh, he
I
does
call
call
you
me.
DeShayla. But anyway,
Well, my real name is DeShayla, but we're just gonna say Shayla for now. But
cool,
anyway,
sweet.
so we're here to we're just gonna yap. So we'll see what happens as
Yeah.
we start talking.
Yeah.
But we thought for the first episode, we should just do Reddit stories, but we're going to surprise each other with what we chose. So we're going to see what happens.
There's no like exact premise. There's gonna be different like every week. But I came up with the idea to read Reddit stories because of Smosh. But last time I checked, you can't put a patent on reading, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
that's true.
But yeah.
Should we start?
Did you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
No, I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. So, the first one. This is the third one I picked, but I don't know if we're gonna do two or three. It depends on how much time we have.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to read this one though. So it's from r/customers from hell. So did we even like acknowledge the fact that like that's how
Oh, yeah, we
you
didn't
had a whole
even.
plan of how to introduce us and you
Yeah,
just didn't do it.
whoops. So a quick backstory on me and Brady. We work in customer service together. We've been
It's a
working
year
there
and a
for,
half.
yeah, it's been like a year and a half now, and we became friends through trauma bonding from that. So that's really it. Like, we just became close. Don't know how. We're two completely different people, but we still became friends anyway. We're friends with a lot of our coworkers. You may see them in weeks to come, but our whole store is just made up of weirdos. So so
It's like
you'll see.
actually a social experiment.
Yeah, ours
Like
are, yeah.
Like, it's not even a real job. Like, counting that as a job is like not, I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
customer yelled at me for not having a military discount, then took from the tip jar to pay. And this was from 2 months ago.
2 months
So
ago.
it's not like that long. So I'll probably just like read the whole thing. Let's see, like, I have like a second grade reading level. So, all right. So this happened a few weeks ago, and I'm still thinking about it. I, 19-year-old, was working the front, and a customer with a Vietnam veteran hat came in. He started off fine, pointed at me, and said no mayo 3 or 4 times because apparently last time we gave him mayo on his sandwich. Before we even got to the register, before we even got, that is what it says. That's what it says, but that doesn't make sense. I guess it's like Subway, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, that is what it said. Okay. He told me to make sure I apply the military discount, and I apologized and said that we didn't have one. He then got upset and raised his voice about how the past 2 times he was there, they gave it to him and asked where my manager was. I pointed her out. She politely told him that it wasn't even an option in the system. When I rang him up, he complained about prices and the lack of military discount. When I told him his total, he grabbed about 75 cents from my tip jar and shoved it into my hand with his cash. I was shocked because I'd never had a customer do that before, and this was my first job. I just gave him his change, and he kept it. He complained once more, and I used a card I never do. I said, yeah, I really wish we had a military discount too. I would use it since my dad was deployed 4 times when I was a kid.
Hmm.
His face went red, and he stammered about how he didn't want to be that guy and make things difficult for me. And when I gave him his food a few minutes later, he was the nicest person ever. Haven't seen him back since.
I feel like we get people like that constantly.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have tip jars or whatever. But we get people that will freak out about how much they're paying constantly at our job. Like,
Yeah.
I can't, obviously we can't give much away about where we work or what we do, but we have like certain prices that people think are ridiculous, and they will complain. If we had a tip jar, they would probably steal out of the tip jar.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because yeah, they do you have a customer, have you had a customer like that?
Um, I've I think I've had somebody like complain a little bit about like a military discount because like yeah, I think there should be one for like pretty much everywhere. I think
Yeah.
everywhere should have a military discount. We don't have a military discount. Like all we have is like ARP and AAA. And so yeah, people and like a former like, you know, corporation employee discount or whatever. And like we don't do that either. And so yeah, but not like to that extent. I mean, we don't have a tip jar to steal from, but yeah, I mean, if you want to be upset or whatever about there not being a military discount, I mean, for one, like plenty of places don't have them. It's not that shocking, you know?
Hmm.
And it's another thing, like, well, I was here before and they did it. Like, that's something we definitely run into. Like, I've been
Yeah.
coming here 20 years and it's never been like this.
Be
Like,
like, I hate to tell you,
what do you want?
but
Like,
we went through some management. They
yeah,
don't play that. They don't want us to give
like,
you stuff for free. Do you go in McDonald's and ask them, can you have a burger for free? I don't think so. So we
yeah,
don't we don't give
yeah,
people that. Um, but yeah, I think for me, I've had plenty of people who be like, no, I don't have people who want a military discount. I have people who want my discount. They're like, let me use your discount. And I'm like,
wait, what? What do you,
yeah. I literally just the other day I had a lady come in and she was like, let me use your discount. Let me use your discount. Like throughout. And at first I thought she was joking. So I was like giving that fake laugh, like,
yeah,
or
I,
whatever. But she was being
what does
serious.
she mean like,
Because,
assuming that we get like a employee discount or
we get,
something?
yeah, we get employee discounts.
I just take stuff.
Oh,
I don't, I
I
just,
never actually used it.
no, because we don't, we just, you know, because
We just use our
we've,
services.
yeah, like, they've told us, told us, we can do that, you know?
They,
So, like, yeah, it's fine.
yeah, I don't think I've ever
I was
actually
never told
used,
about that
yeah, we have them.
because it's free.
We have them. But, I had a lady tell me that and I was like, no, I can't do that.
I've never had that happen.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But and I don't think I've had it happen a lot. Maybe like
Mhm.
twice that somebody's asked for my discount. Um, but okay, let's move on. I'll say mine. I will say this one is 100% because of where we work. This was on a Reddit like thread about our job. People who also work in our
Uh,
job, if that makes
our
any
job.
sense. So it's on our job. Yeah. So it's kind of about that. Hopefully this doesn't give too much away. But anyway, this is from Eastern Vermicelli 740. I don't know how to say that.
I'm not even gonna bother with the name of
I can't
the
actually say,
username.
yeah, I can't actually say the thread because it would give away where we work. But
Yeah. Makes
anyway,
sense.
they say a couple months ago, we had a 20-year-old college kid walk into the store with a dying bird he found on the side of the road. He insisted he needed to get the bird to a vet that was an hour away. He didn't have a car, and he figured if we poked holes in the top of the box, the bird wouldn't die in transit. What the F is wrong with kids these days? The whole time he's explaining this to me with this bird on life support, the only thing I could think was this kid needs to do martial arts or drugs or get laid or something.
Bro, is that the end of it?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess like we have to say as partially has to do with shipping stuff.
Yeah, we haven't had that
That's
happen.
something. No?
We haven't had that happen. We haven't had we've had people try to send like ashes and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which we can't do. But we haven't had a dead bird. I will say we've had people send weird things though, like
Yeah.
very weird things. We've had, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say it. We've had some weird
So-
stuff. I know some people will try to send like cigarettes and like weed and like CBD stuff like that. We can't do that. We can't do flammable things.
My first month, somebody shipped like their mom's like vibrator,
Oh,
so that was fun.
that was fun. Nyla, our coworker who will be
So we're
on
just
here,
naming her, like we're name dropping. her,
she's
like, I
she's
know.
gonna be on the show, so people know her name. But she is very.
We're getting doxxed the first time.
we've had people. She's had people bring stuff that's like off the wall, like dildos and stuff like that, and she will take pictures of them. We've had people. Do you remember when we were sitting at this store
This
together.
store.
Me, me, you, Nyla, and another one of our old coworkers. We were sitting there talking, and a customer had brought a black elf on the shelf.
Oh, are you talking about Snoop on the Stoop?
Yeah,
No, I returned. No, I returned.
Was
I
that
got one of
you?
those returned before.
that was probably you then. But we were talking about it,
Yeah,
and we were
I have
like,
a picture of it.
what is this? Is this a? We were like, is this a slave?
Well,
Because it
was
looked.
it of Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, I think it was Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg. But it was black, and we thought it was something like completely weird because of the fact that it was.
No, like he had a cigarette and everything.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
Snoop on the Stoop.
hilarious.
My literally one of my best friends' dad had like bought one.
Snoop on the
Yeah,
stoop.
'cause it's
Scoop.
funny.
What's it called? Snoop.
Snoop on the Stoop.
Say that 3 times fast.
You can't even say 3 times fast. So good
Bro,
luck.
I cannot talk. Oh Lord. Mind you, I do videos like this constantly on my TikTok page. Follow me. Hey, it's Shayla. But
Holy
and
clown.
I'm acting like I can't talk. But yeah, we've had a lot of weird stuff come through that store.
Yeah, bro, that's like I don't even know what to say. That's just funny, bro. Like
That is
I wish
dumb.
that happened. Like
If that ever happened, just imagine us dealing with that at our store with our
Yeah.
personalities.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past like some people to do that.
Yeah,
I mean, we have dead birds constantly like killing themselves in our window. So
all the time they will literally will maybe like 2 or 3 times at one point 2 or 3 times a week we would see a dead bird outside of our door. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know if it was like an omen or what,
know.
but we would constantly
Yeah.
have them. And honestly, I wouldn't put it past. Like I will say this: we live in Mississippi.
You're getting us doxxed.
Like we just
Why?
just
All right, bro.
kidding.
You could have said Arkansas or like some other like
Why can't we say where we're from?
because they're gonna find us and they're gonna
Mississippi is a huge state. It's impossible. Anyway, we live in the South. Is that better? We
You
live in the
already
South.
said it. The damage has been done. We're already your house is gonna be gone.
I hope not. But we live here basically, so I wouldn't really put it past people in this state to do something like that. And we've had weird people come in that store. Like for example, Brady is 100% going to get poisoned one day because we have people come in our store pretending like they're selling things for, like, let's say, oh, I'm doing this fundraiser, and they be lying most of the time. They're literally just bringing it to try to get some money off us, and Brady will do it every time.
No. I've done that like twice, and one of the times there's like this guy. It's like for like 2 months he came in like at least once a week, almost like daily, like selling stuff for it was like his brother's football uniform or something. I didn't hear him say what it was for. I just bought it because I wanted candy. Like genuinely, I just wanted candy.
Mind
And
you,
it wasn't laced, I think.
I think, mind you,
I've been fine.
it was $5 for like a pack of Skittles.
I wanted some sour Skittles.
Like he would
And I was like, it's probably charity. It's probably something good, sure.
probably.
Help
Then
a
the dude
brother
came
out.
back and Brady got
I
again.
no, I didn't. I did not buy from him more than once.
Okay, but
I think
who's
you're
the
talking
other
about
person?
You're probably talking about Nyla.
He's taken stuff from people a lot,
I've
and I'm
taken
like
stuff.
Brady.
I've taken Mike and Ike's.
Like he's literally going to
And-
get poisoned.
Like, don't do that. Don't. But like, you know,
Don't do that, kids.
some guy. Well, I wasn't even here when he brought him, but the dude with all the elixirs and whatnot. Like,
I forgot about that.
I mean, you try one of those?
I tried
You
it.
tried one of them before.
I
Yeah.
tried it, and I will say I have OCD, so I immediately thought I was gonna die after I tried it. Like I was like, "This is poison. This guy made this in his house. He put something in it."
Right.
And meanwhile, Brady's like, "This is kind of good." He's like,
I reviewed all of them. One of them said like blue vitality elixir. He gave us slurp juice,
like
and it was good.
Brady will try anything or do anything, but we've had a lot of people give us stuff. We had like a lady bring us like Vietnamese food one day. That was very sweet.
Really?
I don't know if that was laced. I did try that. So that could have been laced. It was in a
I
bag.
remember one time, like, I helped this lady. This was over a year ago right now, but she brought, like, I helped her do something. I don't even remember what she had. And then she brought, I don't know if it was the same day or, like, the next day or something, but she brought me, like, a bunch of, like, expired, like, sweets. It's like, do you remember that?
I remember
Yeah.
that because I tried. Oh, I remember that.
But yeah, she brought me like a bunch. There were like these like some cookies and like mounds.
Oh
Like
yeah,
who eats mounds?
like grandma snacks.
Genuinely, and they were all expired. Like all I could just tell
All of
by
it.
like they all just tasted bad.
I remember
Like
I
I,
tried. I tried
like I
one.
thought she was actually just trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Like it was awesome.
And I tried one. It was like a brownie or something.
Yeah.
And I tried it and I was like, Brady, these are not good.
They were
They were
yeah.
not good. It's so hilarious because when Brady first started at our store,
The store, the company.
that place, he came in. You were pretty like quiet at first until you got comfortable. But I've always been like the welcome wagon. Like every single time a new person starts at our store,
The
I'm
store.
constant the store. I'm constantly like, hey, how are you? Like my name's DeShayla or whatever. What's your name? How old are you? Da, da, da. And Brady's, you were like talked up to be like this like
Right.
tall, like
I am tall.
buff,
I am
like
buff.
this tall guy who, well, I mean, you are that, but we thought you were like an EMT and everything. Like you were talked up, like you were amazing.
I'm like
EMT esque.
I was for 4 days.
A couple days. He could be an EMT if he had went through with it. Let's say that.
Yeah.
But he wasn't one yet. But we thought you were like grown. We had no idea you were in high school. And he came in. He's like, "Hi," and I'm
bro.
like, "Hey, how are you?" And he's like this much taller than me. So I'm looking up, like, "Hey, this is this dude." We've had a lot of people come and go at our store since we started. Us two and one other person, we call ourselves the OGs because we've had a lot of things happen while we've been working there. And we've kind of been the only ones to like stay through it all. The different management, different personalities, different customers. We've been pretty strong. But
We went from talking about a dead bird to you just like telling our whole life story. Like, did anybody ask? Like, did you ask?
What
Because I
is-
didn't. Like, I did not ask for all that. I'm just kidding.
I just, this is nothing new. We talk way too much. But I will let you go ahead.
Who's we? Who's we?
Who's we?
Who's we?
I know you're not talking,
What do
Mr.
you mean?
20-minute long voice notes to debrief the day.
That's not. I fill it with detail.
Uh-huh. He's very detailed.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and let you go.
Whatever. This one's long, and I'm probably gonna stop after like every paragraph or so
Uh-huh.
because there's a lot.
And
This is
you can't really
complete.
read.
It's completely different.
And you can't really read.
Like, I don't know if any of yours have to do with like customer service or whatever.
Yes.
But they do. The first one was the only one that did. These are like completely
Is it?
unrelated.
I mean,
Are
I'm
all of yours customer service related?
not really.
How many did you pick?
3?
Huh.
You go ahead.
Okay. So the name of it or whatever, the title, Priest Condoned Abuse in the Middle of My Wedding. It's from r/wedding horror stories.
How do we get here?
All right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi Reddit. I've debated writing this post for a while, but a friend of mine convinced me to, so here it is. To start, 23-year-old female, my husband, 23-year-old male, got married 2 years ago and engaged about 18 months before that. We were still both in college. Oh, I just made it go away. Okay. We were both still in college, about 6 hours away from our home when we got engaged. But we wanted to get married at home, so I knew that we were going to need to start our wedding planning as soon as possible. The same week that he proposed back at our home with my family around, I spoke to the priest who was in charge to the local Catholic parish. I was raised and confirmed Catholic to see if he would officiate our wedding. He agreed, and I happily checked that off my list. About a year later, 6 months before the wedding, the priest called to inform me that he was retiring and moving to the coast. We're from the Midwest. And that he had a family obligation that meant he would no longer be able to officiate our wedding. No problem. I thought, and I spoke to another priest who was my childhood priest from a different parish. This priest agreed, and we were all set to go until about one more. I'm gonna kill myself. Until about 1 month before the wedding, when the second priest told me that he was also unavailable. At this point, I had not been at a mass in the parish we were getting married in for almost a full year, and I had never met the new priest. My parents weren't super close to him either, but they helped talk to him, and he agreed to do our wedding. When the time came, my husband and I came back home about a week before the wedding to get ready. In this week, I learned that my ring bearer's entire family got COVID, so we had to find a spare ring bearer. I also found out that my dad had been bitten by a cat and the wound got infected, so he had emergency surgery and was in a cast for the wedding. To top it all off, of the weather on the day of included 60-mile-per-hour winds. I was optimistic at the rehearsal, which was long and boring because Catholic wedding. They said that, not me. Don't kill me. Until we finished the whole thing, and the priest refused to announce our first kiss because it was a vulgar display of public affection.
You just say vulgar?
I didn't do that on purpose. I know it's vulgar. It wasn't on purpose. I should have known. Hey, did you say vulgar? Did you say vulgar? Okay, just got a degree in English just to say that. It was spent 4 years of college just to correct the way that I speak.
I've spent 4 years in college and then I'm just not doing anything with it but doing a podcast.
I should have known it would only go downhill from here. So that's not the end of it, but like I guess like stop right there cuz for now. Cuz yeah. Like with a lot of these I hesitate to believe like a lot of you just assume that they're real.
Yeah.
Cuz like
Reddit is
what's the
Reddit.
point? Like this is just like cartoonish. Like, like, are you like the Heffleys or something? Like,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Diary of a Wimpy
like
Kid.
what's the Alexander's Terrible, No Good, Very Bad Day or whatever that movie is called? Like that. Like this is like sitcom stuff. Like bitten by a cat, and it got infected so bad. Like you have to have a cast. Like. I don't know.
Like I was like
Yeah.
bitten by a cat and it got infected. It's crazy work.
Yeah.
It as soon as you said what the name of this was, I was like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, we're not even there yet, but I mean, yeah, like pretty much like look, I'm Baptist, and so I've only been to 2 weddings in my life. Like I've been to my brother's wedding and my best friend's sister's wedding, and like the pastors that do like they weren't like that long-winded, but like I've heard, like that's kind of a big thing. They kind of just want to like get it over with, for the most part. But it's like that's like the main thing you're doing when you're officiating a wedding is like that's like announcing the kiss is like top 2, like other than like I now pronounce you husband and wife and like that, and then like you may kiss a bride. That's literally like the second thing you probably look forward to.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm just not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
And also like, again, I don't know how the process works, but I know like when my brother was getting married, like they had like a whole meeting like with like the pastor and everything, like the pastor to even want to agree to like marry them or whatever. And I'm fairly close with Catholics, so it's like from I thought they were kind of like or see kind of later on in ways, but more like I guess you'd say strict or whatever. But I feel like they would have had a meeting or something, to like talk about stuff. And like if the dude didn't want to do like, yo, by the way, like I'm not gonna like tell y'all to like kiss. Is that cool? I'm like, no. Like, okay, you can find another one. Like I know it's like you've already gone through 3. Like what's a 4th?
Literally.
But yeah. Did you have anything else to say?
No, you're good.
Okay. All right. On the day of, the AC in the church went out, so it got hot as all get out. People started showing up too early, so our pictures were cut short, and a lot was falling apart. We got through the entrance and sat down for the homily, where the priest began complaining about people on antidepressants and were claiming that all divorced people are going to hell. In a split second, he announced, "Now, woman," I guess it's just like, "Woman, now, woman, I know that sometimes you feel the need to nag on your man, and men, I know that sometimes you feel the need to push your wife down the stairs.
Now wait a
But
minute.
remember, you can only be abused if you allow yourself to be abused. It is only abuse if you believe it is abused. I am a psychiatrist. I stand by what I say."
I'm a psychiatrist. It's a crazy word.
It was the most awkward moment of my life as I sat in front of all our guests, holding my husband's thigh because unfortunately we were not married at that point. Luckily, the reception went off without a hitch, and now we have a funny story about the whole thing. But that was my wedding in a nutshell. It is why I always tell brides to expect that one thing will go wrong. Takes away a lot of the stress. Besides, their wedding can't go as poorly as mine did. That's it.
That
So,
it's so, you know what? It sucks because whenever you have someone like that, like a priest or pastor that says stuff like that, you're influencing all these people to think the same
yeah.
way. It's so crazy. We're both lucky enough to be at churches that aren't like that.
Anymore.
But imagine what imagine what his church, like the people in his church are like
Yeah.
if he's telling them stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that's actually ridiculous. That's like a fear of mine too. Like just to have a wedding like that with a priest, that's just weird.
Well, because like I said, like normally like you meet with them. Like I think, like I don't know, but I remember like my brother did, and like you normally because normally like the a pastor or like priest is normally gonna wanna like, okay, do I want to marry these people?
Right.
But yeah, um, I know sometimes you feel the need to push your wife down the stairs. We're all doing that. Like who's not doing that? We're all doing that.
Like that is
Like
actually
like
crazy.
what?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen
Like,
when me and Tyreek Withers get married.
I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. I am a psychiatrist. I stand by what I say. Like, it's two professions, and you're bad at both of them.
Right. I was like, you're a psychiatrist
Like,
and a priest saying stuff like
like,
that is
what are you doing?
crazy. Take the license immediately.
Okay, honestly, the part that confused there's like a little like one sentence paragraph. It's like it was the most awkward moment of my life as I sat in front of our guest husband, holding my husband's thigh because unfortunately we were not married yet at that point. What does that mean?
Yeah.
That because I'm like picturing as this is happening, they're like, it's a Catholic wedding, so I'm assuming it's like in a Catholic church. It's like the thing, okay, like the groom doesn't see the bride till she like comes down the pews or whatever, and they're like at the altar, and so it's like she holding his thigh, standing up, and they're like what? Like I'm like, what does that mean?
I
I
guess
don't really
so.
know. I don't really know what that means.
It's because it sounds like a reception, but it's like, no, it's not the reception. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't really know what that means. But
That is the
yeah,
weirdest
but
story you could have found. I was not expecting that. Out of everything that you were going to pull, I was not expecting
yeah.
that.
Luckily she like a lot of people are like so hyper like I don't know, like I don't think hyperfixated is a word, but like wedding has to be perfect,
That'll
and
probably be
get
me.
so like focused on making it perfect that they forget like the whole point. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that she takes it as like, oh, this is a good story instead of like it's ruined by
You know what
And
sucks?
yeah,
I would be that person. Like I would
mm,
want it to be perfect and
yeah,
everything, and then if it isn't perfect, I'm like, oh well, fuck my life.
yeah.
Like that's how my brain
I do
works.
wonder, like, did he let them kiss? Or, like, I don't know if it was like he's not going to announce it, or was he going to stop? I mean, from the sound of this guy, it sounds like he would probably, like, he'd
Push
probably
them
push her
downstairs.
down the stairs if she tried to do that. He'd probably push her down the
The
stairs.
fact that we both thought this.
And like, she, like, leans in to kiss him, and they're like, you know what you got to do now? You'd make the husband push her down the
He'd
stairs.
like, go ahead, and push
Yeah.
her down the stairs, then
Yeah.
we submit it.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. That's the
Yeah.
only way to put it is stupid.
Uh,
But I was gonna say, like, you know what? I have nothing to say. I have no words for something like
Yeah,
that.
we didn't even talk. We didn't even talk about the. Wait, it just says complaining about people on antidepressants. Like about what? Like
Mind you, I'm on antidepressants.
yeah,
What did I just say?
you said it
Yeah.
right. You didn't say.
I'm on them. I've been on multiple. Team Prozac, Team Zoloft, Team Lexapro. Anyway, I've been on a lot
The
of them.
Pokemon.
So
over here.
why are we complaining about? If anything, they need their antidepressants so they don't lose their
Wait,
marbles.
I'm a psychiatrist and I'm complaining about people. I just put that together.
didn't
I
even
forgot
think
about that. I'm a psychiatrist.
That didn't even hit me. Don't you prescribe people with
Yeah.
antidepressants?
Wait, so that
That's-
makes me hesitant if this is even real. But
They're
like,
just all over the place.
assuming it is, what?
He's just. How did he get his
Or-
license?
He
Like,
probably doesn't have one.
yeah, he just
Probably
says
doesn't have one.
he just says he has a license, but he doesn't actually have it.
This-
I've always wondered
This
what
guy came off of Craigslist. He's not even a priest.
gotta be because I'm thinking like I've always wondered what do priests like or pastors what do they have like actual jobs outside of the church or is there
Well,
is
I mean, this
them
is
being a pastor their
yeah,
job?
this is generally their job. Like, yeah, like it doesn't make the most money in the world, but like, yeah, like it's their job.
Do you think they have like a
generally.
9 to 5 as well or
No.
oh
No, I don't
because
think so.
my pastor must be getting some money from that church because he got a fancy truck and everything so I don't know.
A fancy truck. I thought you were about to say like.
Oh, I said a fancy truck. I was fixing my
Oh,
eyelash.
I thought you were like saying. I thought you were about to say a monocle. Because you did this, a fancy. I'm like monocle.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't know.
I was fixing my lash as I was
We
talking.
have two very different
That's so
churches.
funny. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll
That's
be
so
wearing
you said
monocles.
fancy
I don't know.
monocle.
I don't know.
Like we're in the 1950s, bro. But no, he doesn't have a fancy monocle. He has a
seen
fancy.
a black guy with a monocle. Let me look.
I don't think so. Don't look it
Let me
up.
look that up.
Let me go look it up.
Black guy.
A black guy with a monocle.
Left hand. With
Only people I can think of with monocles is like I don't know Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein did not wear a monocle.
He didn't.
No.
Who am I thinking? Albert Fish.
Who's
Wasn't he like a
who's
serial
Albert
killer?
Fish? Who is Albert Fish?
Is he like a serial killer?
I've never heard of Albert Fish.
I think he's like a serial
I
killer
don't-
or something like that. But I think he wore a monocle.
Black guy with the monocle. Who's Albert Fish? Hold on, we're gonna find
We're
out.
gonna
I
look that up
think,
too.
I don't think. I think you made that up. I've never heard of Albert Fish. I literally went to a
think he's-
crime museum.
I think
Oh,
he's like a serial
You're
killer.
right.
Isn't he a serial killer?
I've
Does he wear a
never heard
monocle?
of this person. He has glasses.
Oh, whoops.
He doesn't wear a monocle. Well, he wears
Who wears
or,
monocles?
or I guess does he in this picture?
How do
No,
we
he
get on
doesn't.
this subject?
No,
How do we
I've
get?
never heard of this person.
How do we end up in monocle territory? How do we end up looking
because
this
you
up
did
right
this.
now? Oh, see, I forgot that
yeah,
fast.
yeah,
Oh, jeez.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
He wears a monocle, but
No, he doesn't. I just saw pictures of him.
he doesn't wear a monocle,
No,
bro. I give up.
I genuinely thought you made that up, and I was about to pull up like a picture of like a monocle with a fish, or a monocle with a fish. You kill me,
With the fish.
kill me now.
I thought I was gonna be the one screwing up words. It's you, bro. Okay, let me go with mine. So the one I have next is it's one sentence long, and I literally just looked up what is your weirdest situations with the customer, right? And I just found this one hilarious. So I said this person said had someone try to hit me with their mobility scooter once
I mean, that's not that shocking.
that they tried to get. We have had the craziest customer situations.
Found a way
bro.
to circle it back.
Like when I read this, I was like, you know what? I could see this happening at our store.
Well,
That's why I
didn't-
thought it was funny.
Didn't a lady like complain about not having like a like a ramp?
Oh
like
yeah,
going up to our door. Like
you guys should have a ramp out there.
let me get my tools and like let me get a jackhammer and like just
We go
grind
out
it
there
down
and
or
like
whatever.
let's
Like,
go out there and just do Bob the Builder type stuff, you
lady,
know?
ask the city. Also, there's a ramp there, like not that
Like
far.
you need a ramp right in front of the door. Like, girl, just because you don't want to walk one, mind you, our sidewalk is like this. Like
Did
it's like
she was
this much
wait?
space.
So was she on a? Was that lady on a scooter?
No,
Oh, okay. Why? Why? I
she
assumed.
just has to lift her leg like half an inch to get on the sidewalk,
Was
and
she
she doesn't want to do
like?
that.
Was she like a rather like?
Why are you talking like you're from like the
Because I'm trying to
80s?
figure out.
Or
What do you
rather,
mean? Well, like, was she a rather like rotund person, or was she like I'm asking if it was because of that, or was she just old?
she's an older lady.
Uh,
I have never heard anyone refer
I was
to it
trying to
like
put it in like a nicer way, and I said it way worse.
I'm gonna say because a rather what'd you say?
Rotund.
Rot
I said it way worse, but whatever. I didn't know if it was like
bro.
I don't know which. It's yeah.
That's no, she wasn't. She was like a normal size old lady, like a short.
I
Old
didn't know it
lady.
was that or she was old. One of the two.
But she has to lift her leg like half an inch to get on our sidewalk is not tall. Like it's not hard. Now we've had people trip. That's not funny, but it's funny. I remember that day that person tripped and Nyla. Sorry, I used her name again, but Nyla and another one of our coworkers were at the front and they saw this person trip. I also saw the person trip, but I was like in the back. So this person comes in the store after tripping and they're like wiping their hands off because they hit the ground.
Yeah.
And the coworkers are just sitting there
was
like,
it the guy?
this
Or
was a
there was a
woman.
guy that like genuinely like face planted.
Face
It was really funny.
But no, this person also face planted.
Mm.
But they came in and our coworkers were just sitting there like pretending like they didn't see it. They're like, and then they look back like, oh, how are you? And then the
Yeah.
person asks for hand sanitizer.
Bro.
And everything is so embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
We've had someone, I know I've had that person that came in. If we're talking about customers that get angry, that lady who came in and
That
she
lady.
had that lady, yeah. She came in and she was doing something and shipping something that was poisonous. And for one,
Benjamin.
why are we shipping something that's poisonous at our store? Obviously we shouldn't do that. And first thing she says is, this is highly poisonous. And I'm like, oh, like I'm leaning back like, oh, like maybe I shouldn't touch this.
Awesome.
And she's like, I made a mistake and touched it because when they brought it to me, they left it like open and I made a mistake and touched it and now my hand's tingling. And she was being rude to me the entire transaction. And I was like, you want me to feel sympathy for you? And you are being rude to me, I hope your hand falls off. Like, that's exactly
Was she shipping uranium?
That's what I thought. I'm like, what is in this package? She had it double
Well,
wrapped.
it's not poisonous. It's radioactive, but whatever.
Like, it was double wrapped, so I didn't know what it was. Like, I couldn't see it. But I was like, lady, you want me to feel bad for you? And you're like yelling at me about our prices. She's like, no one's ever told me I had to pay this except you and her. And like pointed to another one of my coworkers. I was like, well, anybody who works here would tell you that. Like, they would tell you the same price. But you know, they don't want to hear that. I'm so glad that I have the assistant manager title now because I'm just going to start using it whenever I can. I'm like, oh, I'm actually the manager here. So like just use it every time a customer is
Have you
acting
seen
like
the
that.
video of like the girl that's like she's being harassed by some Karen or something? I want to speak to your manager. She just turns around. Yeah.
I'm
How can I help you?
1,000%.
Yeah.
I'm 1,000% gonna be. Because when you really think about it, my microphone just died. Love that.
It's awesome.
That's awesome. They can probably still hear me, but when we have people who we're sharing microphones now. When we have people who come in there and they want to speak to a manager, I'm usually the one to help them anyway because sometimes we may not have our manager there or whatever. So I will be the one to go up and talk to them. And they're like, "Oh, you're not, are you a manager?" And I'm like, "No, but I've been here a while, I can help you with it." And I will tell them the exact same thing the coworker told them. And they're just looking at me crazy. They're like, "I want to talk to the actual manager." And then we get our manager on the phone. Manager says the same thing, and now you're just wasting everybody's time. Like that's how it always is at our store, bro. But yeah, it's our store can get pretty weird. We've had some weird things happen. It's hard to kind of go into detail with a lot of our stuff because it kind of gives away what we do and where we work. But just know that I think the main thing you can say is every single day you're going to deal with someone who left their brain at home. That's the best way to describe it. They left their brain at the house.
Well, she already said we live in Mississippi, so like, if you've seen any, I mean, if you live in Mississippi, you know, but like, if you've seen any of the videos of like people, I don't know how like popular these videos actually are. If we just see a lot of them because we live in the state, but like asking like people who live in like crackheads that live in Jackson, like who the first president was, and they say like Obama, and like people just genuinely like don't know like that they're alive. And if you've seen any of those videos, you know like they're real. Like that's how like I mean it's worse in Jack like the closer you get to central Mississippi, the worse it is. But the whole state is just plagued. Like we need to just like it's a lost cause.
I swear. It's ridiculous.
But yeah.
Custom stories you want to say?
No, because I have too many. You know I have too many.
Yes, every single time Brady gets off of work, he will send me a voice note of something that happened, and I'm like, "There's no way this happened at the store."
It's
like it's actually
yeah.
ridiculous.
I would go on too long, and I don't know. Let's. I was trying to remember if there was anybody from the day. I don't think so.
Today was
But
pretty good. We actually
yeah,
we're filming this right after work,
yeah,
but today was pretty good. But yeah, I think
but yeah.
we should end it there. Since
Just
my microphone died.
yeah, but yeah. You can.
You want me?
What you want to say? You do that.
Let me do the outro. Since my microphone died, we're just gonna end it here. But thank you guys for listening or watching wherever you're seeing this at. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials, so TikTok, Insta, and Spotify.
LinkedIn.
No, not LinkedIn. You can follow me on LinkedIn.
MySpace.
But yeah, follow us on all of our socials at the same name. Oh, I remember that podcast. So OIRT podcast at each of those. You can follow me on TikTok at HeyIt's.Shayla or Hey It's Shayla on Instagram. Brady's not on social media, so you can't find him anywhere. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to force him.
No, it's not. Don't find me.
Don't find him. Leave him be. He's off the internet for a reason. but uh, but yes, please follow us and please tune back in. This was our first episode, so we were kind of all over the place, but we enjoyed it regardless, didn't we, Brady?
Yeah.
Why do you sound like you're being held hostage? He's my cash cow.
Can you tell Maurice to put the gun down, man?
Bro. Yeah, he's my
so low they probably couldn't even hear.
Yeah. Brady's my cash cow, so I kind of forced him into this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I didn't force him into this, but we had a lot of fun. But we will see you guys next time. Bye, besties. Wave. Wave now.